We had been living in our council house in England for a few months when this took place. I was 8 at the time. Our house was a setup of 12 masonettes and the whole block was attached from door 1 all the way to door 12. It was a fairly multicultural block and we basically all knew each other. We were a family of 8, myself being the youngest. One day, there was a teenage boy who lived on our block who was part of a gang. I overheard him and a rival gang member having a heated argument. A few days after this incident, all hell broke loose on our entire block. One day, I was just hanging out on our balcony and enjoying the view, when I was suddenly alerted by one of the kids playing on the street. He warned me that around 30 gang members were approaching our block with machetes and homemade petrol bombs that they hadn't set alight to yet. My oldest brother was at work, but me and my sisters were at home at the time of the attack, but thankfully our parents were home. As the gang members approached the top of the no-through road, they began screaming and running. I could not explain how terrifying this was. We could do nothing. The gang knew that the boy lived on our block, but didn't know which number flat it was. We lived at number 1, so we'd be the first to be attacked. My mum took me and my sisters into the room that was in the centre of our home, and we all hugged and began crying and praying. My dad frantically ran from window to window trying to see what was going on, all the while trying to get through to the police. Their lines were jammed. Everyone on our block was trying to call them. My dad said that they were trying to light up their petrol bombs, but they just couldn't light them up. We began to hear banging and screams at our front door, and then they began running to the back door. Our back door was made of glass, and we were sure that we were about to die. All of a sudden, they began to run away and we heard police sirens. My mum just collapsed to the ground and began crying. This was one of the most frightening experiences of my life. I'm 49 now, and I hope I never have to go through anything like that again.